Every day you wake up, you are either building your future or destroying it. There is no neutral. While you are waiting, someone else is working. While you are making excuses, someone else is becoming stronger. While you are saying tomorrow, your future is getting closer, and you are getting further away from the person you could become. Listen carefully. Nobody is coming to fight your battles for you. Nobody is coming to give you discipline. Nobody is coming to hand you confidence. Nobody is coming to drag you out of bed and force you to become the person you know you should be. That responsibility is yours. So stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for life to become easy. Your future is watching what you do today. And if you want a better life, you have to fight for it. Fight when you're tired. Fight when you're scared. Fight when nobody believes in you. Or fight when the results are slow. Because one day, you will look back at this moment, and you will either be proud that you refused to quit, or you will wish you had fought harder. Your future is being decided by what you do today, not tomorrow, not next month, not when you finally feel motivated. Today, every small decision you make is pushing your life in one direction. When you choose to get up and work even when you don't feel like it, you are building discipline. When you choose to waste another hour scrolling, complaining, or making excuses, you are building the opposite. It may not feel important in the moment, but these small choices become habits, and those habits eventually become your life. A lot of people think their future will somehow change by itself. They imagine that one day they will suddenly become confident, successful, focused, and strong. But life doesn't work like that. You become that person through what you repeatedly do when nobody is watching. Think about the person you want to become 5 years from now. Stronger, smarter, more confident, financially secure, proud of the life you built. That person is not created 5 years from now. That person is created in the boring moments you are living through today. Maybe today you don't have everything figured out. That's fine. You don't need to. You just need to make one better decision. Wake up earlier, finish the work, train your body, learn something useful, keep your word to yourself, put the phone down and focus. Your future is not some distant place waiting for you. It is being built quietly, choice by choice, while you are living this exact day. Nobody is coming to save you. That sounds harsh, but sometimes the truth has to hurt before it can change you. You can spend years waiting for someone to notice your struggle, understand your pain, give you an opportunity, or push you toward the life you want. But the longer you wait for someone else to rescue you, the more control you give away. Your life is your responsibility. That doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. People can support you, people can guide you, people can open doors for you, but nobody can walk through those doors for you. Nobody can make your decisions. Nobody can work your hours, face your fears, or build your discipline. There will be mornings when you don't feel ready. There will be days when your confidence disappears. There will be moments when everything seems to be going against you. That's exactly when you have to take responsibility for yourself. Stop asking, who is going to help me? Start asking, what can I do right now? Maybe you can make one phone call. Maybe you can learn one skill. Maybe you can apply for one opportunity. Maybe you can spend 1 hour working instead of wasting it. Small actions may look weak when you first take them, but they give you something powerful: control. You don't need permission to change your life. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't need perfect circumstances. You need to decide that your life matters enough for you to take responsibility for it, especially on the days when nobody is pushing you forward. Pain, fear, and failure are not reasons to quit. They are part of the process. Nobody builds a strong life without facing difficult moments. At some point, you will lose. You will get rejected. You will make mistakes. You will work hard and still see little progress. You will question yourself. That doesn't mean you are on the wrong path. It means you're being tested. Think about anything worth having. Strength comes from resistance. Confidence comes from doing things that scare you. Experience comes from making mistakes. If everything always went your way, you would never develop the strength needed to handle the moments when life doesn't. Fear can make you believe that you are not ready. It tells you to wait until you feel confident. But confidence usually comes after action, not before it. You become confident by facing the thing you were afraid to face. You walk into the difficult conversation. You start the project even though you might fail. You step into the gym even though you feel weak. You keep working even when nobody is clapping for you. Failure can hurt badly, especially when you gave everything you had. But failure does not define you. What matters is what you do after it. Do you learn from it? Do you adjust? Do you get back up and try again? You don't have to enjoy the pain. You don't have to pretend that failure doesn't hurt. Let it hurt. Feel it. Learn from it. Then use that experience to become smarter, tougher, and more prepared for the next challenge. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It does not exist. There will always be a reason to delay. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't have enough experience. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're scared of failing. Maybe you think you need one more week to prepare. And before you realize it, months or even years have passed. The perfect moment is one of the biggest lies you can tell yourself. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You need a decision. If you want to change your life, begin with what you have right now. If you don't have the best equipment, use what you have. If you don't know everything, learn as you go. If you're afraid, move while you're afraid. Waiting for confidence before taking action will keep you trapped, because confidence is built through action. Look at the people who achieve big things. They didn't have every answer before they started. They made mistakes. They changed direction. They learned from failure. They kept moving even when the path wasn't clear. You are allowed to start badly. You are allowed to be inexperienced. You are allowed to make mistakes. What you cannot afford is spending your life standing still because you're waiting for everything to feel right. That business idea you've been thinking about, start learning. That skill you've wanted to develop, practice today. That workout you've been postponing, do it. That difficult task you've been avoiding, face it. Your life will not change because you found the perfect day. It changes when you stop waiting and finally decide that today is good enough to begin. Your excuses are costing you the life you want. Every excuse feels small when you make it, but repeated excuses become a pattern, and that pattern can quietly control your entire life. You say you don't have enough time, so you waste another hour. You say you're too tired, so you skip the workout. You say you're not ready, so you avoid starting. You say you will do it tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, then next month. The dangerous thing about excuses is that they sound reasonable. You can always find a reason not to act. There will always be something that makes your situation difficult. Maybe you have responsibilities. Maybe you have failed before. Maybe other people have advantages you don't have. Those things can be real, but they don't have to become permanent excuses. Be honest with yourself. Are you actually unable to move forward, or have you simply become comfortable with doing less? That question can hurt, but it can also wake you up. Every time you make an excuse, you give yourself permission to stay exactly where you are. And if you keep doing that, your future starts paying the price for your present comfort. Imagine looking back years from now and realizing that you had opportunities, time, energy, and ability, but you kept telling yourself you would start later. That kind of regret is heavier than the discomfort of starting today. You don't need to eliminate every problem before taking action. You need to stop using every problem as a reason to quit. Take responsibility for what you can control, even when the circumstances aren't perfect. Discipline must become stronger than your feelings. There will be days when you feel motivated, excited, and ready to attack your goals. Those days are easy. The real test comes when you wake up tired, frustrated, distracted, or completely uninterested in doing the work. That's when your feelings start making decisions for you. If you only work when you feel motivated, your progress will always be inconsistent. Motivation comes and goes. One day you feel unstoppable, and the next day you don't even want to get out of bed. You cannot build your future on something that changes every few hours. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It means keeping promises you made to yourself. If you said you were going to train, you train. If you said you were going to study, you study. If you said you were going to finish the project, you sit down and finish it. This doesn't mean you have to destroy yourself or ignore your need for rest. It means you stop allowing temporary feelings to control permanent decisions. Think about how powerful that becomes over time. Every time you act despite your feelings, you prove to yourself that you are in control. You build trust in yourself. You become someone who doesn't need to be pushed by other people because you have learned how to push yourself. The goal isn't to feel strong every day. The goal is to keep moving on the days when you don't feel strong. Those ordinary moments when nobody is watching and there is no applause are where discipline is built. Regret becomes heavier with time. In the moment, it is easy to ignore the things you keep putting off. You tell yourself there will be another opportunity, another year, another chance to start. You think you have plenty of time, but time keeps moving whether you are ready or not. One day you may look back at your life and remember all the moments when you knew you should have acted but didn't. The business idea you never started, the skill you never learned, the opportunity you were too afraid to take, the conversation you kept avoiding, the dream you kept pushing into the future because you were waiting to feel ready. That kind of regret can stay with you for a long time. Fear is uncomfortable, but regret can be even harder to carry because it comes with the question, what if I had tried? You don't need to know exactly how everything will turn out. Nobody does. You only need enough courage to take the next step. Maybe that step is small. Maybe nobody notices it. Maybe you don't see immediate results. But every step gives you experience, and every experience teaches you something. There will always be reasons to wait. There will always be risks. There will always be uncertainty. But there is also a cost to doing nothing. Years from now, you will remember what you chose to do with the time you had. You will remember the risks you took, the moments you stayed strong, and the opportunities you either accepted or ignored. That is why you cannot keep treating today like it doesn't matter.